the last time I saw you, you were in a Bolivar courtroom a couple months ago, back in August.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today?
I'm better. I'm glad that I finally did go to trial, or finally got sentenced, and finally left the county jail, and got here where it's a better environment. I mean, I've moved past it. At times, yes, I do sit there and I do think about why did he do it. And everybody will come to me, why? And I could not tell you why he did it. Except to me, he was crazy. I mean, that's all.
You were married to him for, what, 10 years? 11 years?
Mm-hmm. Very abusive.
He beat you?
Very abusive, yes. He choke slammed me. He would choke me up, grab me by my throat, throw me on the bed, throw me up against the wall, hit me, anything. If I tried to leave, he would disable my vehicles, take my cell phone away from me where I could not call nobody.
Why'd you stay with him?
I didn't have no choice. He
Sure.
wouldn't let me leave.
Or he kidding?
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
That's.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
How would you
December-
describe Adam Mays?
When we first got married, he was sweet. He really was. And then when we moved to Jackson and he started running with some people, he started back drinking. Once he started drinking, he started getting violent. And it was to the point where we was arguing every single night, every day, over stupid stuff. It could be clothes was not folded right. Shoes was not lined up in the floor right. Just over stupid stuff.
He'd snap.
Yes. And I talked to a bunch of people, and they're like, you sure he's not on drugs? I don't think so. But then thinking back on it, yeah, I think so.
Did you ever see him use drugs?
No.
He drank a lot?
Yes. He would take our money. I would literally have to hide money, and he would find it to go buy alcohol. It could be our last $20, and I would have to have that money to go get groceries or go get his daddy's medicine, and he would spend it.
Now, Johnny and Mary lived with you all.
Mm-hmm.
All 5 of you. 4 of you.
4 of us.
Math's not my thing, Teresa.
It's not mine either. No.
All 4 of you lived in the house together.
Yes, sir.
He kept total control.
Yes, sir.
Or did he?
Yes, he took control. I mean, when he left and he went to Arizona, when Gary and them moved to Arizona a couple of years ago, deal was he was supposed to be back in 30 days. Okay, I don't have a problem with that because I understand Gary can't do a lot of heavy lifting. No problem. No problem whatsoever. 30 days. I'm already taking care of the house. I already taking care of your parents. 30 days ain't going to matter to me. But I was working at the time.
Where were you working?
I was working at McDonald's.
Okay. In Jackson?
No, Mississippi.
Oh, Union County, down.
Yeah, Baldwin. And he would call me up and he would be like, where are you at? Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm headed to work. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. He would have people following me. He knew how much my checks were. He knew what I bought, where I shopped, everything.
Tell me how it all started with, you said you've known Adam Mays since you were
5 years old. We lived beside each other when I was 5 in Florida. He was our neighbor. We went to the same elementary school together. Everything. I mean, growing up, at that time, me being 5, I didn't think nothing about it. But then as you get older, my mom was like, hey, you need to write at him. Y'all two need. Okay. So I sent him a letter. He come to Georgia, visit us. We started dating. I moved in with him April the 8th of 2001. We got married September the 1st. And we moved to Jackson December 2001, I think.
Then moved to Mississippi.
And then we moved to Mississippi. When we moved to Jackson, his brother, Scott, lived right across the road from us. And which, straight up, bad idea. Because, I mean, 2-bedroom house for people, no, not a very bright idea. But he wanted this house. So it was kind of pack and go. Didn't even have no 30 days.
You moved when he said move.
Yeah, it was, we found a house in Chickasaw, and it was in
Chickasaw.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a nice, pretty, double-wide trailer. Pretty. Well, whenever he was like, nope, we don't want this, we're going out of state. Okay, why are we moving out of state when your daddy's already got the disability, already got TennCare? You're going to move to a state that he's not going to be able to get insurance, and everything's going to completely change. Well, we don't know about that. Let's research it. We ain't got time to research it. Well, I think we do. But what it was he had the law come into the house. I'm sitting there in Jackson at the house with his mama and daddy, deputy sheriff, and child welfare come beating on the door.
Child welfare?
Yeah, DHS. Miss Mayes. Yes, sir. Can we search your house? Sure. As far as I know, there's nothing in the house that ain't supposed to be here. Well, we got a report on Adam abusing a child. Huh? Well, we can't discuss it, would you? It's got to be discussed with him. Okay. Sure, go ahead and search the house. I ain't got nothing as far as I know is in the house. They searched the house, and then that's the time he decides, we're just going to up and leave. Not give none of the investigations to a new address or nothing. So when we moved to Mississippi, I get a phone call from the investigator. What is your new address? Well, wait a minute, didn't Adam call y'all? No. Okay, we're in Mississippi. I thought no, where's he at? He's in Wayville with Gary and them. Well, y'all need to be back in Jackson in less than 24 hours. Oh, okay.
You were down there with Johnny and Mary.
I was in Mississippi with Mary and Johnny, and he was in Wayville
What was he doing there?
with Gary and Joanne and the girls.
Was that relationship kind of odd?
Yes. Very odd. I mean, it got to the point where he pretty much lived there.
But y'all were married.
Yes. And I brought it up to him many a times. I'm like, okay, go down there for a couple of days. If you want to go down there and help Gary, cool. Go for maybe 2 days. But you need to come back here to this house because you've got stuff here at this house that needs to be taken care of that I can't do it by myself. There's no way I can sit there and take care of everything at that house and plus do everything else.
What kind of
Cut the
things
arm.
would he help Gary with?
He said that he was helping Gary with vehicles.
Fix
helping
cars.
Fix cars.
Because Mary said he'd fix cars down in Union,
Yeah.
down at their.
Well, whenever he was there.
Right.
Yeah. And then he would like supposedly do the heavy lifting that Gary couldn't do. But every time I talked to the girls, Adam wasn't there. Because Adrian would call me. And me and Adrian would talk on the phone. And I'd be like, is Adam there? No. Where's he at? When did he leave? He didn't tell you where he was going? Nope. Oh, okay. Well, he ain't answering his cell phone, which nothing new was about that.
But you loved Adrian.
Yes, Adrian was my baby. I loved all 3 girls. I didn't do like he did, make one special than the other ones. I loved all 3 of them. If me and Adrian went to the store, all 3 of them got something. It did not matter what it was. I'd call them up, and if I knew they was coming to the house,